day. From Portland, Oregon, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Don't do us like that.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Now swing pass for Dillon. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. Touchdown! Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Jet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
That's complete to Rodgers.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Third and 2, Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, Jet. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watson on 3rd down.
Quick slant to Brown.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So that'll back him up 5. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's caught right side by Rodgers.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
This will be caught by Brown.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin in Texas, an AFC matchup between Miami and Houston. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the 2nd quarter. Aaron Rodgers has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. and they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Justin Fields strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Green's got it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And the reception made by Green. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. touchdown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lumberjacks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 24, Watson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. They'll run with Etienne. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Jones has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing again on second down.
Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Ndamukong Suh in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So that one will be accepted. On 1st and 10, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Watson on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air yet again, Watson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Dillon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try the air now with Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Crusaders are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Watson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Portland, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.